How's it going, YouTube? It's Panda time. In this video we have the last two colors, black and purple, for BT9. Hope you guys have been enjoying the review. We're gonna start off with Gaiomon. Upon his turn, while you have blocker plus 1 times DP, this is actually insane effect. It surprised me it took them this long to give this to black, who has so much blocker support. This is so good, right? Like, baby, opponent's turn you get the extra DP, which is what you want in your blockers. Really good stuff. Pagamon is by trashing one card from your hand, you get plus 1 times DP. I guess it's okay. It's not once per turn. I don't know. There's other effects, or if you need to trash cards from your hand, there's a better way to do this for purple, I think. And if you're doing that, I'd rather have the Sunomon that gives you card draw, I think. So I don't love this. But the black baby, super powerful. Alright, here we go. Okay, we have Dragomon. But trashing X-Antibody, draw 2. So Dragomon is insane just by nature of being a Dragomon and being a rookie with X-Antibody. That alone makes this card really good. The effect is good, it lets you cycle, which is fine. Tamer is good, he digivolts from red or black, which is interesting. And then all turns, if you're dual color, you get 1000 DP, very good stuff, very solid rookie. Grizzlymon is insane. Also, I skipped Bearmon, but I love Bearmon, he's so cute. Grizzlymon, 1 cost Digivolution, 5k DP, never ever played this, but man do I like Grizzlymon. Monochromon on the other hand, pretty sweet Digimon. So it only costs 2 to Digivolve, he's 6k and blocker, and he's dual colored. When attacking you lose 3 memory, which might seem really bad, but I actually think this is really good. Also, it's only 5 cost to play on like the 6 cost to play blockers, so it's actually insanely good. I really like this card. This is like a strict upgrade over the original 5k, 2 cost 6k blockers. You're like, well, yeah, but losing 3 memory when attacking sucks, right? But think about it this way, like, you're never gonna attack with your blockers anyway, and having that effect is better than having a thing that says the Digimon can't attack, right? So I think this is really good. Really like it. Dragomon, X-Antibody stuff. If you are Alphamon, you can delete a Digimon with 5 play cost or less. Then this is okay. We're not super hungry for this effect. Might have better things to play. I don't love the Dragomon. Luisthepanda, just vanilla, pretty boring. Gaiomon is kind of cool, I guess. When Digivolving, you can reveal the top 3, you can add an Alphamon to your hand, and then place 1 card of X-Antibody in its traits under this Digimon. So it's not bad, right? And then it has the same effect where you can delete a play cost 5 or less. Gaiomon is more relevant than the Raptor, I think, although the 5 slot in the X-Antibody deck is a bit more tricky, so maybe you don't have room for Gaiomon. But I don't hate them. You Digivolve, you get to search for Alphamon and get a free source potentially. It seems okay to me. I'm actually not sure if we actually end up playing Gaiomon or not. But I don't think it's that bad of a card. I just don't know if he makes the cut at the end of the day. Megadramon is insane. This card is so good. So dual color, which is good. 8000 DP, which is good. Cost 4 to Digivolve, which is expensive, but it's fine. When Digivolve, you can delete a Tamer or a Digimon, which is already like really good. I don't have to explain to you why deleting Tamers is so powerful. Like, these effects are so rare, this is actually so strong. And then when attacking, you get the same effect, which is crazy good, right? So you can potentially Digivolve into the Megadramon, Digivolve into a 6 with Blitz, and then kill another. You potentially kill 2 Tamers for this guy. Actually super good. We have the new Alphamon. It is only a rare, sadly, but I guess it gets an alt art, which is good. Lets you, when Digivolving, place a card with X-Antibody to the bottom. And then when you add a source to the stack, you Digivolve 1. I think it's okay. I actually like the other Alphamon better myself. I know people are a fan of this one. And I'm not saying this card is bad. The effect is good, right? Like, the Digivolve 1 is okay. The strongest thing about this card is that it's named Alphamon. The text doesn't matter. What matters is that it's a Digimon that is named Alphamon, right? The text isn't bad. The Digivolve is a strong mechanic. It's just like not super explosive like the other one is. That said, it is still good. It is Alphamon, and the X-Antibody deck is going to be good. And we have Ryudamon. You may place one of those guys from your trash and then get a memory for each card plays. I mean, that's pretty good, right? I guess this thing ties up the Justimon thing together, which is cool. You can also Digivolve in a level 6 for 2. When attacking, if the color of level 6 cards is 3 or more, he gets plus 3000 DP. If it has 4 or more, you get to the Digivolve 1. So this is cute, right? Like, all those mechs come together to make a Ryudamon. Like, is this good enough to make a deck though? Probably not. Someone's still gonna try it. It doesn't seem that exciting to me. Like, I don't want to try this. But I guess it's cool that it's there. I don't hate it. Like, it's not for me personally. I hope somebody enjoys it. We have Gaiomon, can Digivolve 2 from Black Greymon, and then he counts as being a Greymon even if his name is not Greymon. He has Security Attack +1 and Reward, which are just good keywords. And then when Digivolving, if you have a Black Digivolve card, you get to Digivolve 1, and then you get to Blitz as well. So essentially, you go into your Black or Gray, you do your shenanigans, and then you can Digivolve on top of this, getting Reboot, 2 checks, do Digivolve and Blitz. Plus his base 13k ADP, just a bunch of powerful effects. I'm excited for the Gaiomon deck. Or just Black or Gray getting better, right? I do like this guy quite a bit. Plus he's just a cool Digimon, right? He has a really cool design. Baiomon I think is really underrated. Am I crazy? This card is insane. How do people read this and not think this card is crazy? Like, am I crazy? This dude is nuts. When Digivolving, you can unsuspend up to 2 Digimon and or Tamers. Note that it doesn't specify your opponents or yours. You can unsuspend 2 of your Digimon. You can unsuspend your opponent's stuff if you want. Then for each of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, you gain 1 memory. And then end of turn, for every 2 of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon and or Tamers, you trash the top card of their security. So imagine you're playing against Yellow Hybrid and they have like, 4 Tamers. Bam, trash the security end of turn. Pretty good stuff. Plus he costs 5, but you Digivolve to him, you're gaining memory. You can unsuspend your stuff as well. He's base 13k. I think this card is really good, and I want to make a deck solely on him. Congo and X-Antibody, when Digivolving, trash top 3. Doesn't seem good. I think there's better ways to trash. We're not playing a Gaiomon deck, that's not happening. Dragomon, on play you can reveal top 3, you can add an undead or dark animal, and then trash. And then when attacking, you can Digivolve into a card from your trash. There's a whole new deck, that I actually like quite a bit. Digivolve into Digimon from your trash is a cool idea, cool concept. So this guy's okay, I do like him. We have Salomon that can Digivolve from yellow, maybe it's good for Mastemon. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. You can get 1 dual color purple card. I don't think that's good enough, to be honest. We have the dog. Again, he can just Digivolve into a undead or dark animal from your trash and Terrible. I guess the Dragomon might be better because he also has an on play. It'd be nice if this guy had an effect. Maybe you still place in the deck. I don't know how good that deck will be, but I will be trying it for sure. And I do like the concept of it. I think it's cool. Mekumon is adorable. Come on, look at that alt art. Look at this card and tell me you don't want to own 4 copies of this. I definitely do. It's a security Digimon, gets played at the end of battle, which is nice. It does cost 3 to Digivolve, but it's dual color. And then it has an inheritable that says, if you're dual colored, you gain 2 memory. That's pretty strong stuff, right? Getting 2 memory on deletion, not bad. Dex Dragomon. When Digivolving, you can trash a card with Dex to gain 1 memory. This is good because you can be a Dragomon, Digivolve into this, and then gain a memory anywhere, right? And then when Digivolving, if you have Dragomon or this Digivolve from the trash, you can get Blocker and Retaliation. Giving Blocker and Retaliation to the same Digimon is very powerful, right? Like, those 2 keywords combined are just very strong. We have Make Crackmon, Vicious Mode. So it's on play or when Digivolving, and it's a 6000 DP level 5 yellow purple Digimon, which is very relevant for Mastemon. So you may trash 1 card in your hand. If a purple is trash, you can delete a level 3. If a yellow, you can give minus 3000 DP. This is really good because you can flame Hellside a Digimon for minus 6k, summon Make Crackmon, and then give it minus 3 on top of that, right? So you can actually let your flame Hellside clear 9000 DP Digimon, which is super relevant. At the same time, you potentially are also clearing a level 3 if you discard a dual color card. And this Digimon is dual colored, and it has that uninheritable where if you are 2 colors, you gain 2 memory. So if your stack is Mekumon, Make Crackmon, you get a Mastemon, a Ordinamon, whatever, it dies, you're getting 4 memory, and that's pretty crazy. I like this card a lot. And I'm excited to try the new Mastemon deck with this. Matadormon. When attacking, you can trash a card to give this plus 2000 DP. That's okay, it's just pretty whatever, but I guess it's nice to have. But more importantly, when this Digimon will Digivolve into a Digimon from your trash, it costs 1 less, which is nice. The Dexter Greymon can again Digivolve into when you Digivolve, you can trash the Dex or X-Antibody to gain a memory, which is nice. And then if he was Greymon or Digimon from the trash, you can delete a level 4 lower, which is okay. Also is, dual colored and 8000 DP, which is pretty solid. We have GrandDracmon, who looks amazing. I wish this had an alt art, it does not. It should. When Digivolving, you can play purple 3 from your trash. Reasonably okay. And then end of attack, you can Digivolve one of your other Digimons into something in the trash, but you don't pay its memory cost. And I think that's a pretty solid effect. I definitely want to try making this deck. So essentially, you have a Matadormon, you attack, trash a card to get plus 3000 AP, you Digivolve into the GrandDracmon for 1 less. Now you're 15k swinging, you get to play a rookie for free, and then that rookie gets to Digivolve into a champion for free, right? But if you already had a champion or you have an ultimate, like this lets you Digivolve into a level 6 for free, which is pretty good. I want to try this deck. I don't know how good it will be, but I'm definitely excited for it. I think it's really cool. Dragomon lets you play purple yellow Digimon with 600 DP or less from your trash, kind of like Flame Hellside. If you have 1 security or less, you can play level 6 instead, which then, because it has the end of turn effect to let you Jogress, you ideally Jogress into the level 7, whatever it's called, and then clear the board, get a bunch of security. It's interesting to say the least. I don't know how good this is and if we play this in the dual colored Mastemon deck in the future, but it's interesting. I like the author. I'm definitely gonna get at least one of them. I have doubt on how good this actually is. Like on play for 12 play because it's very, very expensive. Dex Dragomon. When Digivolving, if you have Dragomon or if you Digivolve from the trash, you can delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level, which is pretty good. So imagine you have this guy and a level 5. You Digivolve into the Dex Dragomon for free and delete all of their opponents with the lowest level. Not bad, right? And then on deletion, you can play a level 3 purple or black, which is whatever. But if you have 5 cards with Dex in their name and their trash, you can play Dexmon, and Dexmon is absurd. So I like this guy, I like the art, and I'm excited for this deck. It's really, really cool. Ordinamon is the name. Ordinamon? Ordinamon, right? Okay, so you DDNA Digivolve with a purple and a yellow level 6. When Digivolving, you can delete one of your opponent's level 6 or higher Digimon, and then all of their level 5 or lower Digimon. For everyone you delete, you heal 1, which is pretty good. On top of that, on deletion, if this is gonna die, you can trash the top card for security and get to play this for free. So as you can imagine, this is pretty good Digimon if you get it out. Obviously getting to Jogress into a level 7 is not easy, but if you do so, you would imagine it wins you the game, right? It's gonna be like a full board clear, giving you a bunch of recovery for doing so, and then you have like a permanent 15k beater. That sounds pretty good to me. Question is, would the deck itself be any good? And I don't know, but the card seems interesting. I definitely do want to play it. Pretty cool art on top of that. We also have Daigo, not Daigo Mahara, but pretty cool guy. When your opponent is unsuspended, you can suspend this to gain a memory. That's interesting. It specifies the main phase. And then when you Digivolve into a black Digimon, it gets blocker if it's level 6. I think it's too specific for you to just play this. I guess it's not that exciting. Maki says, reveal top 3. You can add a Tapermon and a dual color card, which is good. And then when you Digivolve into a Digimon that has 2 or more colors that has black in it, you can suspend this and it costs 1 less. So it's kind of like Nokia for that deck. Maybe black or gray loses the Nokia package and instead plays Tapermon and Maki instead. And maybe that's better? She seems pretty okay. I'm interested to see how good she can be. We have Meiko that says, on play reveal the top 3. You can add a purple or yellow Digimon and then trash the remaining ones. Is pretty whatever. And when you play a 2-color purple and yellow Digimon, suspend this to gain a memory. I wish they gave you more memory, but maybe that would make it too good. I guess like in that type of deck, you're playing a 2-color purple yellow Digimon all the time. So it's gonna make your Flame Hellsides cheaper, your Mastemon cheaper, your Ordinamon cheaper. Does that make it good enough? I'm curious. I'll try and pick these up pre-release for sure though, in case the deck is good and I do like it. Heavy Machine, Digimon's Advance. I love this card. So you can trash this Cyber Machine and then your Machinemons, all your level 6, get Rush and Blitz. So you need Rush and Blitz, otherwise you couldn't attack, right? So it's really good because it lets your Machinemon actually go out there and do something, right? I'm excited to see any more Machinemon support. This is definitely a pretty good card. In security, you can trash a card with Cyber or Machine and then delete one of your opponent's Digimon with play cost less than or equal to. So you're deleting level 5s or less, and if you want to trash a Machinemon, you potentially clear level 6 as well. So it's like a card you want in your hand because it's a very powerful effect, while also potentially being a guy force in security. And if you think about it, that's pretty powerful. I do love this card. We have Congo. This card is insanely powerful. Until the end of Until the next time your opponent's turn ends, your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 7 or less can't attack players. Cards can't be added to either player's security, so your opponent can't heal. It's really strong. And then their tiny Digimon can't attack you. Actually a really powerful effect. This is splashable if you hate yellow, and we hate yellow here. X Evolution says, if you have X-Antibody, you can just play this. Reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. One of your Digimon can Digivolve into an X-Antibody without paying its memory cost. Why is that good? You pay 3 to Digivolve. That just seems bad to me. Why do we want this? Like, deck space is so tight. You can't afford to replace stuff like this. I'd be shocked if anybody plays this. This does not seem good to me. Digitalize of Soul. Reveal top 3 cards of your deck. Delete one opponent's Digimon with a play cost less than or equal to the play cost of one Digimon with X-Antibody among them. And then you can place a card from your trash under one of your Digimon. I think this is bad because, like, if you're playing this as removal, you're spending 5 memory hoping you reveal the right thing, which is just obviously bad, right? If you're gonna play removal for X-Antibody, I think the other options are just better. This is too gimmicky, too high roll, inconsistent. Therefore, I think this is just bad. Deck Solution says, one of the Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon from your trash by paying its memory cost. It costs 0, but you could do it through your effects. And like, this is not worth a card. No way. Metal Impulse is dual colored. Trash up to 3 cards in your hand. For each card trash, they Digivolve 1. And then delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. I think it's too expensive and it doesn't do enough. The Gorgon, delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, like Trump Sword. And if you delete something, you can play level 3 from your trash. So would you pay 1 more memory to get a free level 3? Maybe. Do we want to play Trump Sword in this day and age? Probably not, right? So I guess this is not that good. And then we have the 2 secrets, which are actually black and purple, so I guess we'll go over them here. Alphamon is insane. 7 cost to Digivolve, 16k DP. When Digivolving, like level 7, it's gonna delete all your opponent's Digimon with the highest play cost. Pretty standard stuff, right? You're level 7, you get to get big board clear. End of turn, once per turn, you can return 7 sources from the stack to the bottom of the owner's decks in order to gain 1 memory. So also, if you are Alphamon with Ordinamon attached, it only costs 3 to go into. So you can do your fancy Alphamon combo that we already know and love. Then you go into Ryuken for 3, you get a big clear. And then it kind of lets you like time skip or get an extra turn, right? Because imagine you're like, okay, I go into Ryuken for 3 pass turn. Except I'm not gonna pass turn, I'm gonna put 7 sources back, gain 4 memory, and it's my turn again and I have 4 memory to work with, right? It's pretty crazy effect. It also put the cards on the bottom of your deck to help you against deck and out, which is very relevant. And it's 16k DP with a good effect. Also, it's an Alphamon and an X-Antibody and a Royal Knight. So it's just got everything, right? It's exactly what you want for the deck. It's actually so good. I look forward to the Alphamon Ryuken deck. It's gonna be sick. And Dexmon is another absurd Digimon, very powerful. So it's 20 play cost, but when you would play this, reduce the play cost by 3 for each of your opponent's Digimons and Tamers. So it counts Tamers too, which is what makes this so good, right? If your opponent is going wide with Tamers, you can just drop a Dexmon. On play or when Digivolving, you can Digivolve 1 and then delete all the level 4 or lower, essentially clearing all their level 5, right? Because you Digivolve first. And then at the end of your opponent's turn, you can delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest play cost. If they only have 1 thing, it's getting taken out. So it forces them to have multiple stacks and it's gonna clear the little stuff anyway. Also, it's 15k, base DP, so it's very annoying. And you could play this for very low cost if your opponent is going wide with Digimon or Tamers. I think it's a very splashable card, very powerful. So both the secrets in the set are super powerful. Anyway, that's my set review. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments if you guys would like to see me review more sets as they come out in the future. Thanks for watching.